Hey guys, it is Electric Joe back, and in this one, I'm gonna be coming at you guys with some Walking Dead. This will be a prediction video, and basically this one is gonna be another death predictions. But this time we have a bit more clues to who it will be. This is not exactly speculation. This is more of I guess, but at the same time, we have a lot of facts straight. So, this is who Negan killed. Now, I tested this out, and I'm not really sure if I believe who it landed on, actually. So, I'm gonna just show you, just leave you the audio of Negan, and I'm gonna go past names, and then whenever they reach it, I'll basically tell you the name of who was chosen. Alright? So, just give me 1 second.
I simply cannot decide. I got an idea. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch the tiger by his toe. If he hollers, let him go. My mother told me to pick the very best one. And you are it. Anybody says anything, cut the boy's other eye out and feed it to his father, and then we'll start. You can breathe. You can blink. You can cry. Hell, you're all gonna be doing that.
Now, before you go down into the comments spamming me or whatever, I need to explain. Alright? So, whenever the last person before he says it is Rick. Now, you can see Rick's shadow go, or Negan's shadow go past Rick. So, that confirms that's not Rick, right? And who's next to Rick? The same way that Negan walked, the way that you could see his shadow walking. None other than Maggie. So, I don't know if they will kill a woman this way, nevertheless a pregnant woman, but Negan already threatened Maggie. He already said, "Whoa, you look sleepy. I'm just gonna put you out of your misery right now." And then Glenn stopped him. And yeah, so we don't hear him, Glenn screaming or anything. And another thing, I recorded the full audio. I was at first just gonna record up to it, but then I realized there was a few other things that happened after he said it. First off, Negan kind of positioned his shoulder in a way that was like showing where Carl was, and like it was to the left of him. So, I mean, the only person that's not to the left of Carl is Eugene, right? So Eugene's safe, everyone. Confirmed. But, yeah, so that's one hint there is. Another hint is it takes 8 swings for Negan to kill whoever he kills. 8 swings. Alright, in the comics, it took him 5 swings to kill Glenn. Yeah. Whoever was hit had to be hit very hard. Or he had to be very tough. Maggie, I'm pretty sure after 2 hits she'd be gone. Glenn survived the first 2, and I'm pretty sure the third one killed him, and the rest were just overkill by Negan. But Maggie, I don't know. I don't think 8 hits will be necessary. It could again be overkill. But I don't know, man. Another big thing. I'll put a link to the actual video in the description. Whenever there's the POV shot taken, the RV is nowhere to be seen. Now, no cars are to be seen, no saviors, and if you look at the scene, there's a full circle of saviors everywhere, literally everywhere, except for where Eugene is. Now, this contradicts the other theory. Alright, Maggie is right in front of the RV, right? Along with Sasha, Rick, Aaron, Abraham, Michonne. So, and then Eugene, he cannot see the RV. Neither can Daryl, Rosita, or Glenn. So, this is a big thing, alright? This could confirm that my theory is completely incorrect, but according to how the eeny, meeny, miny, mo went, it looks like it landed on Maggie. But all we know is that Negan walked past Rick, right? That does not mean that he went to the person right next to him. Next to Maggie is Abraham. Now, Abraham still has the RV in front of him. Next to Abraham is Michonne. Depending on where Michonne is looking, she could have the angle of the forest. Same with Abraham, like maybe Negan will take him to the side to kill him, but then I don't know, I don't see him doing that. He also didn't say bring him up, is the thing, like he did in the comics. So does that mean he's just gonna kill him right there in the line? I'm not sure, man. That's a confusing theory. So I think Abraham and Michonne are kind of safe, but like are kind of on the edge of safe, you know? Okay, so then there's Daryl. Daryl can without a doubt see the forest right ahead of him, alright? No question. So Daryl is not safe. Rosita can also see the forest right ahead of her, and I can't really see Negan killing Rosita. I mean, they said it'd be a heartbreaking death, and like Rosita, not really sure how many Rosita fans there are out there. She looked good, but besides that, you know, she won't after Lucille though, if it's her. And then there's Glenn. Now, Glenn is the most predicted person out of anyone. Alright? As you know by my reaction, Glenn is my favorite character. Alright? So, I don't want this to be true, and I actually have proof against it. So, whenever Negan pulls out Lucille. I was about to say Rosita. Alright, so whenever Negan pulls out Lucille, this is very important. Glenn leans forward, very forward, to look to his left. Alright? To his left. Not to Negan's left, to his left. Okay? Now, to his left, he's looking at Maggie. Alright? Why would he turn his head away from Maggie? He'd have to completely turn around and look straight at Negan when he was chosen. Now, yes, this could be done out of fear. Maybe he's like so afraid, like he's shaking just looking up at Negan, how scary he is, you know. But like Glenn, I don't see him doing that. I don't necessarily think that Glenn would be looking at Maggie till the moment of death. And the POV shot is looking straight into the wilderness. Eugene, I could see him looking back at his group. He would probably be too scared to look up at Negan. So I don't see it being Eugene either. Rosita, I don't see it having a big enough emotional impact. So that leaves one person and one person only, Daryl. Now, in my reaction, I said, yeah, kill Daryl. That's fine. That's fine. And I don't still feel that way. I think whenever it comes down to it, I just don't want it to be Glenn. But I don't know. It's gonna be really sad if it's Daryl. I'd rather it be someone like Abraham or Aaron or even Eugene would be okay. But Daryl and Glenn, I mean, they'd be two heartbreaking deaths, which is exactly what they said they'd be. And Glenn is looking at Maggie, as I already stated. So the eeny meeny miny mo, it could have landed on Maggie, but the RV's in front of Maggie, right? So Eugene's safe, so he had to go to Daryl, Rosita, or Glenn. And in my opinion, that bat landed on Daryl, according to the POV shot. So yeah. Sorry, Daryl fans. I'm not a hardcore Daryl fan. I'm a Daryl fan, but I'm not a hardcore one. I'm a hardcore Glenn and Rick and Michonne fan. Those are my three favorites. So yeah, I really am actually happy that Glenn's safe and Maggie. But Maggie isn't necessarily safe. She needs to still get to the hilltop, and she could like die right after. You know, like Negan will leave and be like, all right, so provide for us every week. See ya. All of you that got out of this, well, you're the lucky ones. You get to survive another day. And then Maggie just falls on her face, and then he's like, except for that one. Like, I don't know, Maggie just looks so injured that I honestly agree with Negan. It could be an act of mercy, you know. But I don't know. I still think there's hope to get to the hilltop because they're really close to it. Like Rick said, they're a couple miles away, you know. So yeah, I think they could definitely get there. But without Glenn, man, it's going to be tough on Maggie. But anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is a death prediction video. In my opinion, I think it's down to Daryl. It wouldn't make sense to be anyone else besides Rosita, which wouldn't make sense either. Because, oh, by the way, for those of you that say Negan doesn't kill women or children, this is extremely true in the comics, but it is not true in the slightest in the TV show. First off, he already killed Denise. He sent his saviors. Well, he actually, Dwight was aiming for Daryl, but, you know, he still killed Denise without guilt. And Negan says if you kill women or children, he kills you. That's his rule in the comics. So obviously he has very different rules in the TV show. Because he's already threatened Maggie. And he's already threatened Carl. So, yeah, Rosita, I could see it being him or her. But when it comes down to it, guys, the one that would make the most sense would be Daryl. At least in my opinion. So thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. And hope I'm wrong. That's all I have to say. Hope I'm wrong. Hope Daryl and Glenn and Rick and Michonne all walk away. But when it comes down to it, one of them isn't. And Rick is confirmed safe. He's the main character, and Negan's already said, cut the boy's other eye out and feed it to his father, and then we'll start. And that obviously means that Rick and Carl are safe. And everyone in front of the RV is also safe. So anyways, guys, thank you for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Yeah, I already said that like 3 times. So let's just get done with this video. I will see you in the next one. Peace.